and welcome to Minecraft SMP Let's Play with Michieal. I am Michieal, and this is my survival multiplayer world. And today, this video, we are going to do a brief introduction of who I am, and then we're going to take a tour of the manor house directly behind me in the background of the video right now. I am Michieal, and I have been playing Minecraft for about 6 months or so. I got Minecraft in January of this year. Started the server in February. And since then, have been playing completely in survival mode. And I built that which is behind me and the stuff all around here. This is purely survival. It's vanilla Minecraft. There are no server mods. I'm using Optifine with the complementary shaders, complementary reimagined, and just complementary. Right now, this is the reimagined shaders. Okay, now for a tour. Let's pop over and around. And first things first, this is my nether bridge going out to the Skyway that I built back in, let's say, January. Really early game. Over here in the yard, I have some villager trades, including over here. We'll come back to this area over here, just because that's an older area. But I want to go through and I want to explain it. But I want to show off the manor first because it is quite cool. I really love the build. Okay, first off, outside. Here's the stables, and I have my very first horse over there in the diamond armor. My brand new horse. I have my donkey. Yeah. And this is a gift from the server admin. It is a zombie horse, which is the only thing that I have that is not obtainable and survivable. He popped in and gifted it to me by putting it in my area, and then I just kind of like grabbed it and shoved it in here. And these are my trader llamas, Cheech, and of course, Chong. They are tamed and currently tied to fence posts. And for those that might get it, or an age check, this is Dave. Okay, so let's do outside of the grounds first. Yard. I'm sorry about the... My sinuses have been going insane due to allergies. The pollen count is off the hook. So I have some of the 1.20 torch flowers, obviously rose bushes. I got a frog named Frogger, recent acquisition. And the trees I built, the manor house, oops. And let's see if we can get a good picture from the way. The manor house is currently under construction, but it is a Gilneas from World of Warcraft style manor. And we're just going to take a quick roundabout view of it while we go through and look at the grounds. Over here I have my sniffer. His name is Broken because for the longest time after getting him, he did not do anything except for make horrible noises and that. We have my infinite lava farm, my apiary, which makes wax and honey bottles. Over here is my newly automated nether farm. It was just another farm, but I automated it, and in a future episode, we are going to go through and we're going to beautify it. I've already gotten the necessary items to do so, and we're going to build this into something that looks presentable rather than a weird glass, redstone, and base mix. Over here we have my wool farm, producing different colors of wool. I can't talk today for some reason. Some of the pitcher pod plants, some cherry trees that I recently got, and I had to redo this area so that we could rebuild this. And get some different views. And basically this is the yard and the base of the manor. Because of all the villagers, the area is considered a village, so there's going to be a bunch of cats around. If you don't like cats, well, I'm sorry. But if you do like cats, cool. Okay. It's getting a little dark, but you can still see it. This is the statue I built for the front of the manor. This is the side entrance or garage entrance. This is the main entrance leading up and in. We're going to go through the side garage entrance over here in just a second. This is the small pool with a mini waterfall. The design image that I created for this had a garage because a lot of Gilnean houses in World of Warcraft, and especially the manors like the main one in the game and in the Gilneas / Worgen start zone, has a carriage garage. Unfortunately, in World of Warcraft, in Minecraft, you don't have carriages. So, instead, I turned it into a storehouse. And as you can see, we have different items, a lot of bamboo, potions on tap, and, you know, just different things. We've got a super smelter back here. It's a 16 furnace smelter. Have the output chest here. As you can see, been making nether bricks. I have a coal supply box here in case I want to use coal. A lot of times I will use dried kelp blocks because they're 20 a piece. And with 16, it's easy math. And in here I have the things that I will eventually end up smelting or baking. But I have lava from the infinite lava source out there, which, no coincidence, 16 lava cauldrons and 16 furnaces. Over here I have a work area complete with workbench, a couple of cupboards. This one holds the banner stuff for the loom. I have a smithing table and a crafting bench. Of course, mandatory ender chest, grindstone. Here is my forge, which I think turned out really well. And I put some redstone into the wall because, well, I like smacking it. Pop, 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 pop. Over here I have an automatic composter. Makes all kinds of bone meal for me. My redstone construction kit. This is my little version of an unsorted chest monster. Lot of eggs because we've been making wither roses to improve the wither skeleton farm that we have. Okay, so over here I have a mini kitchenette, crafting table. You put food to cook into here, you put some fuel over here, and I have two smokers to quickly cook the food, and they all come out here. Mind you, kelp blocks you can cook in here. They're considered food, and it's fast. We bounce over here. I have some kelp. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put some fuel in. Probably being wasteful, but oh, one of them's cooking other stuff. Eh, all good. It works. Yeah. I have basic food items. I have quick snacks, and I have cooked food. I usually go with the pork chops because I haven't gotten my cow farm up and going yet, so beef is currently out of the question. Various different potions and a nice little keg display, which reminds me, this is the Chaos Brewery 2.0. This was built by Chaos of Ares, and it's awesome. Quick demonstration. Come over here. Oops. We screw up the demonstration because, yeah. Hey, just kidding. Put those back in. Okay. Turn that on. It fills this up with bottles of water. Come over here. Quick flip of that. And that'll make it into an awkward potion. And since we always need them, we're going to do fire resistance. And then we're going to make it extra long. with the increased duration. And I knew I accidentally got extra in there. Oh well. But it sits there and it brews them. And I can basically walk away. Oops. Back here, we have all of the different items that go into it, clearly marked. That way, I know how to fill it, because, you know, sometimes not everything is readily apparent when you are new to the game. And now that they're done, you pull this lever, they go down into here. Oops, I should put that back up. And we have potions. Apparently, for being a new player, I have progressed remarkably fast. But, you know, I like that. I pick up games quickly. My actual job is video game developer, so I kind of have a mindset of taking a game and breaking it apart and seeing how it works. Okay, this is the main floor, but we're going to do a proper entrance. I'm just so used to going up there that, yeah, I do that a lot. Okay, so, main entrance. Have a nice little window so we can look in. A regular door, side door that actually goes into both the entryway and the storage room, but come in, walk up and in, and as soon as you're in, give a quick look around. You're in the main area where most people that come here spend their time. This is the library. Behind it we have a water elevator going up and down to the really tall tower that you may have seen out front. It's the observation tower. Over here, map room, and this is the explored areas. Zoom in, and you can see, sorry about that. You can see my area in roughly the center, Kingdom of Shadow. Nearby we have the, this is really hard because I'm having to do multiple fingers at a time. We have the shopping district. We have the Kingdom of Chaos, which is Ares area, Dakota's mountain, John's jungle plains, and System Pastel's kingdom. Also have the great banner here is World Spawn. By World Spawn we have a slime farm. We like farms. And I have areas marked out. The border areas, just so that there's something there. I've been putting in the explored little maps that you get, like the buried treasure and mostly those. I have yet to find the woodland mansions, but moving along. Over here we have the staircase that leads way up. That lets you go between floors. little overlook area. Not too special. Some woodwork. This was the other half of, like, the storage area and kind of sort of chest monster area. These two chests, double chests in the center, are holds items for building this up. And so does that one too. Over here I have a little work area. Quick drop-off points, torch making station, iron and obsidian, backup rocket box. For people that come and visit, we have a guest room. Not too fancy, but, you know, more than a pull-out couch. The barrel here has arrows, an extra shield, and the like. Put in a little bench and a crafting table so people can craft whatever they want. Clock, too, so that they can tell what time it is. Very important pro tip here. See how the bed faces the clock on the wall? This is very important. If you were to jump into there on a multiplayer server, you want to be able to see what time it is so that you know whether or not to message people to sleep or whatever. Having that there has come in handy for a lot of people time and time again. Okay, coming out here, we have my nice little cozy area with select paintings on the wall, a handmade by me fire rug, and the fireplace with some logs, because you have to have wood for your fire. Nice little couch seating area. Yeah. A few jukeboxes because I like some of the music in game. Got a little area over here that just has some bushes in it and neat little lookout point or a vantage point. Nothing special. I'm still figuring out different building designs, and the hardest part that I have is hardest part that I have building is interiors. So if you have any suggestions of what to put in the interiors as we go through this, please let me know in the comments. No, this isn't trying to get you to comment. This is me asking for help. Because, yeah, there's a couple of things that I'm just lost on. Give me some ideas. If I can imagine it, or if I can mentally see it, I can build it. Oh, and because they're cool, here's my animals. I have Diamond, the kitty cat, kind of hard to see. Striker, my puppy. Wraith, my Siamese cat. And this one is my brand new puppy. Don't know what to name him. Again, put a name in the comments so that he has a name. And the one I like best, I will make that his name. Or her name. Might be a her. We don't know. Coming right outside because we have, you know, like window area, and it's right off up here. We have a balcony with my standards that overlooks the bamboo jungle below, and you can see the floating lanterns. It's a Japanese style lantern that it's a cross between a hot air balloon and an actual lantern, and they just lit up into the sky. I thought they were neat, so I put a few here. And of course, my banner slash standard, which I have a creation kit right here, and really hard to see, but the things sticking up out there, those are the full standard. They act as like a light post or a lamp post rather, with lights on it and the banners showing that it's my area. Going up to the next floor, which I always think of as the second floor, but it's really the third, because the first floor, it's just storage, so I don't think of it as the first floor. I think of the main floor as the first floor. So this is the next level up. As you can tell, still under construction, different color design. There's this one that goes from the staircase that was over by the work area. There's a little Heidi stair walkway here. Some windows, because yeah, we need windows. Oh, and redstone. Over here, we have my bedroom. I've got some bookcases for some light reading, some storage space, and yeah. Oh, what are they called? I have a grandfather clock here, a little chest of drawers with bookshelves on top, reading area, with a cool book to read. Obviously, a painting or two, some candles, more books. I like to read. I have the first ever dragon head off the end ships that I got when I got my first Elytra. I have a 4-poster bed, which I think turned out pretty neat. Nightstands, that's what those are called, nightstands. Huh, long day. I have a nightstand with candles that have storage on both sides. And yeah, basic design, kind of rustic. Not super finished, but not just like a box. Right here we have the one and only end dragon's egg, the dragon egg. I was the first person to kill the end dragon, so I got the egg. And I built a little pedestal and put it in a glass case so that it would remain safe. A little bit of paintings on the wall because frankly I don't know what to put there. And my in Manor enchanting enchantment room. Mandatory aspect of the enchantment room that I recommend that everybody have, and this is one of those little pro tips. Enchantment construction kit. Has lapis, has books, has extra XP, just in case you're like 2 bars off or whatever from having level 30. You can just grab that, pop it onto you, and away you go. Obviously I have some pre-made enchantments because I've been using it a lot, and I have a grindstone there. But yeah, enchantment table, some candles. Oh, and for window set I'm really not going to be looking out of, I use the honey blocks because it gives it a nice warm glow. We'll come and or we'll go down and look at one of them on the first floor because you can see it better. Because I used them down here, just really didn't talk about them. Right here, that's a good one. We'll go out here, just so we can see it. It's dark out. The window has this nice orange glow to it, like somebody's home, and it's in use. Little builder trick. Honey blocks. Alright. So I use them over here too. And coming over here, this is my little relax and catch the morning patio. You know, little seating, little tables, and obviously redstone. But think of this area as you come out here, you're sitting, and you're drinking your cup of coffee or your morning energy drink or whatever, and you know you're catching up on the news, you know, using your phone, your laptop, or if you're really old school, a newspaper. And you can see the area below. See the chimney from the fireplace downstairs. And over here, this room is the royal dining room, or, well, dining room. I guess it wouldn't be royal, could be royal. With, you know, food and chairs and stuff. My place because I like steak. Got the banners around. You could come over here and look out the window. And this little hallway to help separate the staircase from everything. And up to the next floor. The next floor is a half floor. I did it this way because I wanted it to be a little bit more of an open design and have a little bit of segmentation. Not exactly sure what to put into here yet. One suggestion was like a trophy room, but this is one of the areas that I would love more suggestions on. This right here is the back half of the eye stained glass window, which is really cool when you look at it from the front side, but right now there is not a good way of getting a vantage point unless you're flying with an elytra. And I just recently lost my elytra. So we'll come back to that. The next half floor is up here where it overlooks that area. And some undeveloped space. Another another little window that I just put the honey blocks in because I'm not really going to be going over there and looking out. Over here we have the patio, the nether roof, and the heliopad, aka elytra launch pad. Right now the patio hasn't been decorated yet, other than redstone. There are other design elements in here other than redstone, I promise. And a little bit of the roof so that you can see how I designed it. I put lightning rods on things so that when it thunderstorms, which it does a lot, I mean, I live in a bamboo jungle next to a regular jungle, so it rains a lot here. But, real quick, take a look at that view. I mean, wow. Anyway, moving on. Come up here to the Elytra launch pad, aka heliopad. Oh, wow. Obviously, it's a big H with a circle around it because, well, helicopter pad. And it's lit up with red glass. That way, when you're flying in at night, it looks all cool-like, and yeah. And seeing from the outside of the room that or area that we're gonna go to next. Okay, up to that room that we were just looking in at. Over here is where we were looking into from because, you know, heliopad. This, I had commissioned Ares to do a couple of stained glass windows. So we have an Enderman over here, and we have a Creeper over here. I'm not up here that much, so put in the fake windows, but still they're cool. I have a chandelier up here. Obviously, still under construction. Over here I have a chest for items for the construction up here. And I have a crafting table. I did have up here at the very, very top, I did have this winding, rickety staircase leading up to an enchantment area. But it was really cramped and it was really tedious to get to. So I took it down, and I have up in there behind the black concrete ceiling is the beacons. Now, if we come down, because that's most of the manor. It needs a lot of filling in and like, but one last spot, the observation tower with, you know, you guessed it, water elevators, because they're actually the fastest way to move in Minecraft, going vertically. Over here we can see, wow, apparently I didn't finish that. I need to go finish that. But you can see the beacons, and we have the elevators, obviously, and we have a nice vantage point to be able to see everything, including my old base, which I'm in the process of tearing down because, well, a lot of the blocks over there got corrupted with the update to 1.20. So, yeah. It allows weird spawns, and when I go over there to show it to you, you'll see there's slabs everywhere for me trying to fix it. But yeah. And let's go check out the other views that we have. Over here we can see things a little bit clearer, better vantage point. See the top of the roof over here. And you can see things out here. This is down there you can see the different trees and stuff that I have been planting in my little area. Okay, going back down, assuming I can Yeah, there we go. So not commenting on that. Because we're in bubble column, we can actually breathe, but wanted to take a moment and just look out. Something that you can do in here. Alright, and I really need to change the settings on that real quick so that I'm not always crouching. Hold on just a second. Okay, my settings are updated so that it's not toggled on. I was building earlier and getting things set up for the video and whatnot. And I had it toggled on, or set to toggle so that I could build properly. Okay, obviously I named my Manor. And here we have the minecarts for the Skyway. You know, you just plop a minecart here, hop in, press the button, and away you go. This one has a unique and funny story behind it. Me and Aries were going down the Skyway over from his place through Dakota's Mountain and over to here. And nowhere in the Skyway have we ever seen anything other than an ocelot or two. But this time there was a sheep and a pig. This pig right here, to be exact, in the way. So Aries got out of his minecart and went to push the pig off the track. And the pig jumped into the minecart and just took off. I'm following it, watching him get out and everything, and then the pig steal his minecart. It literally stole it and take off, and Aries is just like, that pig stole my minecart. And I'm just like waving to him all like this as I go by, and I'm like, I'll catch your minecart for you. Yeah, I caught the minecart alright, right here behind the piggy. So he's been here as a guest for a little bit now. Haven't decided what to do with him. Just thought it was funny that this little piggy is a thief. He steals minecarts. Yep. But yeah, minecart's there for the Skyway. And yeah. Okay. That's not over there, it's over here. Over here, because I have librarians and useful enchantments, I keep emeralds and books on hand in here. And we're gonna go quickly sleep so that it's daytime, and then we're gonna tour the old area, including the plaza and whatnot. I'm gonna use the guest room because, or not. I forgot that John was on the server, so yeah. Well, we'll do a nighttime tour. Not that there's a lot to see anyways, but okay. Over here we have my village breeder with villagers waiting for a task. Then we enter into the beginnings of the plaza and my original village or trading area that I built onto my iron farm. Obviously that's the output of the iron farm, and we can come up here to a little AFK area if we want to watch the iron golem burn. Can also see the manor and the beacons going up into the sky. We'll come back to that area and that area soon. Basically for my iron farm, because I like the ability to get a lot of emeralds, a lot of experience, and to repair my items, I put a, I believe it's a toolsmith, or weaponsmith there. No, I think he's the weaponsmith. But they trade, here, let me, up and in, we'll wake him up. No, I don't want the bed. Ah, well, that's uncooperative. Just like a villager, eh? Okay. They trade 4 iron ingots for an emerald. Yeah, this was the toolsmith. And as you can see from over here, a lot of iron. Oh, and a lot of poppies. Hence the automatic bone meal creation area. And this is the plaza, complete with trees, some and chorus flower plants. Don't know exactly what you'd call those. And we're gonna come out here and look. Why? Because it's a nice view. Yes, the manor is built on a platform. I haven't filled it in. And yes, I did create an unintentional mob farm underneath it. However, the bonus is that there are no mobs up there. Over here I have another weaponsmith and an armorsmith. I have a cleric, and I have my original librarian villager with a mending book. Obviously books for mending, and the barrel underneath the half slab is filled with a ton of rotting flesh to trade to the cleric in case I get bored and want to waste all kinds of time, because it's extremely long to do so. Right here is the entryway and the output for the concrete machine that I have down below. That, well, Ares began building and never finished. This is the old area, so a lot of things are hodgepodge, like the fencing and whatnot. But as we come up, you can see that all these slabs here should not have to be here, but it broke, and for some reason it will spawn iron golems and it'll break the iron farm, even though that's something that it's never done before. But it broke. And, you know, happy little decorations. Over here is the storehouse, which I emptied when I finished building the basement of the manor and I haven't torn it down yet. This is my original work area, living area, etc. This still has the ender chest over there, some banners, and I made this cool redstone summoning circle a la medieval fantasy books with the scaffolding in the center. And the reason for it was that if we come over here and go down, my original treehouse base has this pathway that leads out, and you can come up the scaffolding and pop up right in the center. So I was just like, that's like summoning somebody out of nothing. So I put a summoning circle made out of redstone components around it, just for giggles. Up here onto the second floor of this was my redstone workshop, where I would test out and learn new designs. This was the bedroom with clock. The bed faced this way, so that when I popped out, I would overlook the iron farm, and I could see the iron golem burning to let me know that it was still working. And up here was the addition that I put onto it. Was yet another box design. Not gonna lie, this was probably first month, second month. So all of my building designs are still really boxy at this point in time. I mean, I got tired of having everything just look the same, so I did patterns, but yeah, very boxy. And over here, the last remaining testament that there was something up there is a stairway coming down here to a also broken in 1.20 Waddles farm, iron farm. I really liked the design, and I'm going to tear this down, use the pieces to rebuild it in the in one of the spawn chunks over by spawn. Also, if you build Waddle's farm design, you are going to have problems after day 2 or day 3. And the reason for that is because villagers, in order to summon golems, they have to sleep. And if you have your zombie here, and they can see the zombie all the time, they will never sleep. So if you notice this piece, and this piece, they're tinted glass, so that you can't see through it if you're a mob. And then over here, my design is I added a ethos hopper clock, and I put 64 items into it because that is roughly 30 seconds, and it has a lever to turn it on and off. And what it does is it gives the villagers time enough to sleep, so that they can sleep and refresh, and your farm does not stop producing iron, which is honestly the most annoying thing, because you follow the instruction video and you're just like, this is going to be an epic farm, and then it breaks an hour later. You've had your toy for an hour, and then it doesn't do anything. But the reason that this one is currently broken is that something happened to the blocks and my zombie kept disappearing. I have gone through 6 zombies trying to figure it out, and my conclusion after putting walls around everything and tinted glass everywhere, obviously tinted glass, and still having my zombie just disappear on me, is that it got broken, the update, and I will just tear it down and rebuild it. But basic Waddle's Farm, really cool design. I probably should have put it down about 8 or 10 more blocks. That would have been nice. The idea is that if we come up here, your iron golem spawns up there. It floats down here, and falls into the tube going down to the lava blade that kills the iron golem. And it's quick in pushing it out of the way, and it drops the iron golem out of the villager's check range so that you get more iron golems rather than waiting for it to move over to the death chamber and then die. It moves out of the area so that the counter begins, and you can get a new iron golem spawning, and you don't have to wait for it to die. So it is a superior design. It just needs the ethos hopper clock, and I'm fairly sure that he didn't put it in there, even though he obviously knows that it needs it, because redstone scares people, even though this thing is the simplest thing in the world. I recommend Mumbo Jumbo's redstone videos, redstone circuits that you need to know for making that. But really, it's a couple of hoppers, a couple of sticky pistons, or, well, regular pistons, a redstone block, and 2 comparators. That's it. And 2 dabs of redstone. And then, items inside the hoppers. Really simple redstone circuit. Anybody can do it. But you can see that is because the shadows are going across it. Unless that's the water. That might be the water. Anyway. This is the Plaza area. Obviously, I covered that already. Storage room. New base. I call it a new base, even though I wasn't exactly a noob, because it's still a box. The only thing that this thing has going for it, really, is if you go in and up and come out here. I got tired of just basic box design, so I started adding in some structure for support, a little area to stand out on, and this over here was so that I could watch the sun rise and look out over things, and I could see the cool night sky. And you can see that in the middle of all that, there's just like a weird little piece that is a different biome. But I'm going to tear down most of this, especially this box here. Just because, yeah. I also want to, I'm hoping that by removing the blocks, it'll fix the area. Okay, going back further in time. This is my treehouse. I did a leaves roof, and I made it to where it's a double layer with a space in between so that when it rains, it doesn't leak. No drips. My original bed. A little bit of a lookout area. Can't see anything because of all of the vines. Some storage chests, which I haven't cleaned up yet. My old tools chest. My suit up box that had my armor in it. And backup armor, crafting table. More arrows. You'll get that joke in a minute. But trapdoor that goes down to the ground. Which we're not going to go all the way down, but it also has a neat little thing, because when it's closed, all the vines go across the top and whatnot. So you can tell if somebody is trying to break in, because they'll climb up it, and in order to open it, they have to break the vines, and then they can't. But that was one of the old security measures. This is the water elevator I put in. Obviously, after I was able to get to the nether and get magma blocks and soul sand. But this down here is the original area that I was playing in, and my beginnings of a cow farm, beginnings of a sheep farm, a lot of bamboo, even more vines. My bamboo and my sugarcane farm. Sugarcane, bamboo. Oh, and Hogwarts lighting. This is the concrete machine. You put in concrete powder here. It gets pushed through the water and goes into a blast chamber, and TNT ignites and drops and explodes. Over here I have my kelp farm, which currently, when it's off, is set up to a daylight sensor, so that the kelp doesn't grow a huge amount up. And it's got an on-off switch. That's a pretty cool design. The kelp is right through there with dispensers to bone meal it and pistons to break it, and then because of the soul sand below it, it bubble columns up. And I put in a waterfall drop just so that the water pushes it and pushes it down. It's a lot more lag friendly than hopper pipe. When in doubt, don't use hopper pipes, use water. The server will thank you, and Your redstone contraptions like this will work better and faster and more efficient with, faster access to the internet. My original apiary with my backup bees. This right here is a permanent zombie catcher build. Over here, if you have it flipped that way, you put a redstone torch in the middle, put a minecart on it, push the minecart, and then you can lure zombies over here. And as they pathfind to you, they'll be picked up by the minecart. One of my original designs. And yeah, it works insanely well. And when we go to the nether one of these times, you will see another version of it for piglins. Same design. But you'll see basically a piglin riding what I lovingly call the happy-go-pukey merry-go-round. Because it's just whip, 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 whip. But yeah, it comes up to here, and from here is where I take it to wherever I need it. But right now, don't need one, and I'll probably set up one in over by spawn to get the zombie for the iron farm there. And that concludes the tour and introduction. You pop that up. Oh. And before I close out the tour, I'm going to show you how all of the dried kelp ended up into there. And we can take it out and craft it into dried kelp blocks. And that way we have dried kelp. We're over here. Oh yeah. But yeah, concluding the tour. That is the tour of the Shadowraven Manor. My first real build. I wouldn't really call it a mega build because it's not deep enough. I mean, it's wide enough and it's tall enough, but it's not deep enough to be a mega build. But I'm going to sign off and say adios. And thank you for coming along this journey with me. Hopefully you'll like what you see here and will want to continue watching this. It would make me extremely happy and I would greatly appreciate it because currently I am recovering from surgery and yeah. This is me off from work and wanting to do something creative. So, if you like things, let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. You know, standard YouTube things. But I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.